Right, let's go live to Virginia Airport in Durban now, which of course is the nerve centre for rescue and recovery efforts following last week's floods in KwaZulu-Natal. Senior reporter Dasen Thathiah has been shadowing some of the teams during their operations today. He joins us now. Good evening, Dasen. I believe you've been out with dive teams and they've been taking a trip in the SANDF Oryx helicopters. Tell us about this.
Yeah, that's right, Sally. We just landed a little while ago. It's been quite a long day. We went out with some of the dive teams, some of the members still here at the Virginia Airport, the JOC at this hour. This is where they regroup. This is where they come back to after a long day. So the teams had split up into smaller groups. Some of them went to various areas in KZN, but us in particular, we'd gone down to the south of Durban. That was in the Fakazi area near the Ilovo River. And the reason for that deployment down there was to look for a 10-year-old boy. Initially, reports said it was an 11-year-old boy. Turns out to be a 10-year-old boy that had gone missing there. So Begumuzi Klung was his name. His family, his father, they were all there today, and when we went out there with this dive team, their work was cut out for them. There was an area in which they had to cover. That was the area that Begumuzi was last seen in. And the community was just waiting off to the side of that while these members did their work. So they had to go through this painstakingly, different parts of that river to see if there was any sign of the young boy. And it's truly difficult work, Sal. You know, I think you really get a true extent of what these people go through and how long each of these call-outs takes when you actually spend the day with them. So flying there was fairly quick, but when we got there and we spent most of the day there, you really got a sense of how frustrating it can also be after an entire day out and not getting a successful result, and having a family that's standing nearby looking to you for answers.
I mean, it must be physically grueling to have to wade through the water, but emotionally so awful, because as you say, the family is desperately hoping just for a body, but you as a rescuer, body recovery, you know, you must feel that emotional pressure. It is truly a grim.
Have been flying the teams around, helping them reach these inaccessible places, but it's not an easy task. There are still lots of families that have not gotten the closure that they want and deserve, and that is what the race against time is about, trying to free that up. And Sal, I'll also tell you about an incident yesterday where search and rescue members managed to finally free the body of a domestic worker in Durban North, not far from here. She'd been there for over 10 days. It's horribly sad. Her family was there in the final moments, and obviously a very difficult time for them, knowing that she was trapped under that rubble after that first landslide on the first day of the storm.
Yeah, and I remember you covering that story well, and Dasen, it's truly heartbreaking work. Thank you very much for the update on those efforts. eNCA senior reporter Dasen Thathiah.